Here now is Chris Wallace, Texas Association of Business president, whose company is on that list. Sir, thank you for joining us. In the letter, you guys call for cuts over reform. Do you still feel that way after the details that you've heard?
Absolutely. It's a great day in Texas, and the businesses of Texas are advocating for expansive pro-growth tax reform. We firmly believe, the businesses of Texas, that tax reform really will result in economic growth and more jobs and certainly better paychecks, and that's what we're about.
So do you like the president's plan? Because my understanding that it was cuts instead of reform, but you're saying reform yourself. Is it kind of all the same thing?
It is, and we're still pouring through the details, and when the final plan is released, we will be, consulting with all of our members.
Yeah.
But overall, Texas businesses are saying a lower corporate tax rate, 20% or less.
Yeah.
They're saying a capital cost recovery program. They're saying stronger R&D incentives, and certainly address our international competitiveness.
Yeah. One of the Democratic talking points today that I thought was intellectually disingenuous was the idea that most of these tax cuts are going to the wealthy. And if you drill down on the details, you see that they're getting to that math by saying the cut in the corporate tax rate goes to very wealthy individuals. Is that what happens with the cut in the corporate tax rate? If you see that go down to 20%, does that just helps the fat cats?
Not at all. What that helps is businesses to expand. Large business, mid-sized business, small businesses. You just take small businesses. There's about 1.8 million just in Texas, 29 million throughout the U.S. If you bring tax cuts back to small business and to large business, that means more expansions. That means higher paychecks for workers. That means more equipment is purchased. So that's really taking money back into business and putting it back into our economy.
Yeah. In your letter, you guys say that small businesses, their taxes can be as high as 40%. Where do you get that number from? Is that you're saying that they're paying a personal income tax because they're a small business, or where do you get that number?
Nationwide, some small businesses, if collectively, could pay as high as 40%, and that we cannot sustain that as a country.
Yeah.
We're at a tax rate of 39%.
Yeah.
You look at small businesses and large companies just here in Texas that are competing internationally, and you have half of that, 19% in the UK. You've got, 12.5% in Ireland. We cannot sustain our competitiveness on the international front as small business, as large business, at a 39% rate.
And there's the moral argument, how much can the government seize from you? Where does it end?